Hello guys, this is How200SX here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to paint the lettering on your valve cover. So here we have an SR20 DE valve cover. This will be going on my SCR20 or SR20 because I got an SCR now. But I figured we would go back down to the roots. So this is a GA16 DE valve cover. Everything that's important is taped off and everything. And I painted this cherry apple red or whatever. It is darker than it looks in the video. But today I'm going to show you how to paint on the lettering without sitting here and painstakingly taping this all off, taking an X-Acto knife and cutting all the letters out just to paint it. Now you will get, if you do it that way, it will take more time, but you will get a flatter finish than this. Obviously you can see like there's some definite imperfections with the reflection. We'll fix that. I'll show you how to fix that. Just takes a little bit more paint, just letting it dry a little bit. But I'm going to show you how to paint this using smaller letters. I already started it with the bigger letters. So what I do is I get a very flat brush. The flattest brush, the better. What you want to do is you go in like this. You just kind of gently just tap the paint on the letters. Now obviously this is a little dirty because I didn't clean it yet. I just cleaned off the lettering. You just want to give nice little even strokes. You don't have to be Bob Ross or anything. And just take your time, because if you mess this up, trust me, you're going to regret it. You will have some imperfection spots. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's not fully covered. I could still see some red here and here. Well, that's because we're laying down kind of a base, and then we'll be adding on top of it as it dries, as we work on these other letters. Kind of just start with a dab, and then just pull it. Dab, and then pull it. You're all going one motion. Obviously, the best thing you want to do, maybe if you want to, you could sand these down. I usually don't. It does require more paint if you don't, but if you buy one can of like aerosol high temp paint, you're good. Now, with most painting, I like to definitely take my time. I like to usually go through the correct steps, but you know, ignore the birds. There's birds for some reason in the shed. You just want to kind of start with a base, and obviously once you start running low on paint, you want to dip more paint in. Again, just give it nice little dabs like I am here. Now granted, I have been painting GA16 valve covers for years, and I will say these are definitely easier valve covers to do this on. Anything with raised letters, as you can see, is way easier to do than the SR20, because as you can see, it's more flat, and you have to be way more precise. This is more raised. But yeah, you just want to really just take your time. You know? Not in a rush. Just take your time. The reason why flat brushes are a lot better for doing this is mostly because you can get a definite two sides of paint, and you can keep going. And it also keeps all the paint, as you can see, on the brush. None of it's going to really drip off. And since it's really flat, it gives you a nice like ability to really do those hard square maneuvers like this. My plan is literally just this whole video, just paint all these little letters so you can kind of see how I'm doing it. I'm putting very light pressure. You don't want to put hard pressure. Just want to give nice little dabs. Now the 6 has always been the hardest one. So I'm going to show you how I go about the 6. So I like to start at the top and then stop there. See that? I'll go in the middle and give a nice little dabs, and then the bottom. And then I'll come in from this side. So I'll switch my brush to the other side. Kind of fill that in. Fill this in. That, in my opinion, is the easiest way to do this 6 without causing a big mess. Like I said, right now we're just kind of adding a base for the paint to have other paint to stick to that's wet. But you don't want it to be extremely wet, because then you'll definitely have it go over top of the letters, and then it will be all over your valve cover, and then you'll be mad. We don't want that, do we? Now, obviously, this video doesn't just pertain to a 200SX. Obviously, anything that has raised lettering, this will work with. Raised lettering, in my opinion, like I said, is a lot easier to do than flatter lettering. Alright, so we're just going to do one more coat on top of this, going around the same thing, and I'll show you the aftermath. Alright, so I will say this, most people don't approve of it being done this way, but if you really take your time, there's not really that much of a difference compared to taping it off and painting it flat. Like I said, if the sun does hit it, they'll definitely be able to tell that you did it with a brush, but if you apply really nice thick dabs of paint on your like third to second coat, you will be. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Once this dries, I would give it about 30 minutes to dry. Once it dries, make sure the humidity is not too high. It can't be above 50%. As it was this morning, I do have a little misperfection on my SR20 valve cover, which is right here. It's crackling. It's not coming off, but that's from applying clear coat when the humidity is too high, I'm pretty sure. You do not want that. Let's make it so you can actually see it. There you go. It's not across the whole thing. It's only in that spot, thank God. So I can live with that. But this one obviously is a lot cleaner. It doesn't have any of that on it. Other than the fact that, you know, other than the lettering, I didn't wipe this thing off. But make sure after about 30 minutes you clear coat this. Make sure the humidity is not too high. And there you go. You got painted on valve cover lettering. So if you guys like this, hopefully I will be uploading more content actually about 200SXs and working on them here fairly shortly. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hopefully you guys like this. And please don't blow up the comment section saying, oh, well, this isn't the proper way of doing it. Because as you can see, it's still done. And it doesn't make a big mess if you take your time. And the biggest thing about working on cars is just take your time. You're in no rush. Like, sure, if you don't make it to the car show you want to make it to, you will next year. So, we'll try to adjust this so you can maybe see how this valve cover actually looks while we're at it. Yeah, that's probably about the same shade. Yeah, that's how it looks. But yeah, this isn't even going on my car. This is going on the wall, on the garage wall. My brother might use it in the future, who knows? But that is going on the car tonight, so we might do a video on installing that. Yeah, have a good day, guys. Bye.